Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hope you're doing well. It's new fragrance time again. This time, Montblanc Legend Red. I bought this from Nordstrom on their website, but they included a nice little sticker on the side that says Nordstrom. And Nordstrom, when I checked out, I'm just letting you guys know how it went so you can kind of see my journeys and adventures ordering from these websites. Nordstrom didn't give me an option for like faster shipping or anything, but they shipped it out within 24 hours and it got to me in like 4 or 5 days. So just in case you buy from there, you know, it could be similar. This one ran me $100 and we're gonna crack this open and give it a smell, see how it is. So let's jump into it. And since this is a new release, I'm gonna go ahead and do a Decant giveaway so one of you guys can check this one out and see what you think about it, and it will be a worldwide giveaway. Stay tuned for that. Now, of course, Legend Red, this follows up on the mini flankers in the Legend line that were started with this one, Legend Eau de Toilette, which smells like Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. And then there's Legend Spirit, which smells like Invictus Aqua a little bit. So is this gonna smell like something else out there? I don't know. But we're gonna find out. Let's crack it open. And look at that. They put a nice little Montblanc seal at the top, like a sticker, a fake wax seal. One of my favorite things you can hear on the inside of the box. That bottle just wiggling around. Here we got the box. You got the name of the house, name of the fragrance, size and concentration on the front. This is Eau de Parfum, 100 ml size. Nothing on the sides other than this little line pattern that goes around it. And not really much on the back either. On the bottom, you got your badge code, your ingredients, and your barcode. Let's go ahead and pull out the bottle. There it is. Now, the batch code that was on the bottom of the box, you know, there were a lot of numbers and it's a little easier to read off the bottle. So let me give it to you here. 08L44L231. I'm guessing all you would need is the last 4, but it is a standard Legend bottle, just like you'd expect, only this one, get this, is red. You got the name of the house on the cap, Montblanc logo up on top of the cap and also on the front of the bottle. On the bottom, sticker with your badge code, and cap clicks into place. So now the moment of truth, we're gonna go ahead and spray it on, see how it smells and see if this warrants the price tag. We'll see, fingers crossed, because typically Legend fragrances, they're more of those great buys from discounters. That's how people view them, you know, 30, 40 bucks, good to go. $100, let's see, let's spray it. I don't know why I just smelled my hand to make sure there's nothing on it. Huh? Somebody sneak in when I wasn't looking and spray my hand? Oh, no good. All right, let's go. Interested to see how this will be so far with the new releases this year. I mean, I haven't smelled the new Aqua de Joe yet, or the new 1 Million, or any of those other really big releases, the new Gentleman. But the new releases this year so far have been, it's all right. So I'm getting juniper in the opening, the cardamom, more a green cardamom, and not a whole lot of it. It's not that really sweet, spicy type of cardamom. It's just kind of a fresh aromatic pop that's off to the side somewhere, melding together with the juniper. The citrus is maybe not quite as lively as I would have liked. Heck with it, let's spray the other hand and get that opening, that initial opening again. It's nicely sweet, and that initial opening, that first 15-30 seconds, this like light candied aspect to it, and then that settles in pretty quickly to still a sweet citrus, but not as poppy, not as zingy, because those aromatics kind of come in, the juniper, that green cardamom, and meld together with it right away, almost on a 1-to-1. Sweet and synthetic, more of a spring, summertime fragrance. Smells good, smells pleasant. Definitely not a $100 fragrance for most people, I'd say. It's not that type of scent. It's gonna fall more in line with the other Legend fragrances, which is where you wanna pick it up in that $30 to $40 price range, maybe $45 at discounters. You know, when you start to go to this price that I paid for it, it puts a little damper on it. It's all right. It's the type of fragrance that would make lists of cheapies and stuff like that, and people would accept it at that. But full retail is going to be a hard pass based off just my initial impression here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off like always, ask the wife, you know how that is, and come back after it's dried down, let you guys know how it's changed and if my opinions at all have you know, changed since I first sprayed this on. But that first gasp, that first blast that you get, it's not not blowing me away. Smells like a future TJ Maxx scent, maybe. It doesn't have quite as much of an attention-grabbing feel to me initially as Legend Intense had, or even the original Legend. That's not bad. It's not bad. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it grows on me. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, the wife. What did she think about it? The opening, she liked pretty well. She said it was a nice smelling opening. She got that citrus, that sweetness right away. And she said to her, it smelled like there was this green leafy kind of note in the fragrance. And that is that aromatic little touch that you get that I mentioned before, the green cardamom, the juniper. So she picked up on that just like I did. And the dry down, she wasn't so impressed. Yeah, the dry down to her was just kind of, Her exact words were that it felt very one note, which is something that she likes to throw out when she just feels like something is kind of flat. Like it doesn't really have a whole heck of a lot going on. To her, it basically just smelled like woods. That was it. So she wasn't a big fan of the dry down. The opening she did like, the mid she liked, the dry down. And unfortunately, that opening in the mid, that doesn't last all that long on my skin. It smells pretty good while it's going on. It's got a lot of sweetness. It's got that aromatic essence. It's pretty good. And then when you hit the dry down, to me, it's just kind of like an ambroxany woodiness. There's a tonka note, but you don't get very much tonka. Kind of like a hay-like, little splash of tonka, but not much. So essentially you get that first 30 minutes, the opening in the mid, where you do get that citrus, you do get that aromatic pop, that little touch of green cardamom, and it's really, really nice. It's potentially attention grabbing, and then it gets kind of flat the longer that it stays on your skin. But maybe flat is not the best word, more so just that woodiness. There's not a whole ton going on to grab your attention. It's pretty simple, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is quite simple when you hit the dry down. It reminds me of a couple other fragrances, which I pulled out here, Dolce & Gabbana K and L'Homme Rojas. Yeah, it's similar in style to these fragrances, especially the way the juniper is used in Legend Red. Reminds me of these two. Now, I've said before, I'm not a big fan of Dolce & Gabbana K, Eau de Toilette specifically. I don't really like a whole lot. I think K Eau de Parfum is better than K Eau de Toilette. And then this one, L'Homme Rojas, I think is actually a pretty good fragrance. This one's not so bad. This one, to me, does what K does, only better. It's a similar style, but the changes that they made in this one make it a better fragrance overall, and also the price is better on this as well. And I'll also say that with Legend Red kind of falling into this style, and with this being right now $100 at retailers, I wouldn't go for it personally. I would wait until this hits discounters. Montblanc typically is discounted pretty heavily. So I would think when this does hit discounters, you could pick it up probably in that $35 range. And at that price point, it's a good pickup. But right now, I'd go with this one because this one's already at discounters for a good price. And it's in the same style as Legend Red. I gotta say, between the two, I think I prefer this one a little bit as far as the scent profile goes. As far as performance goes, it's first impression, kind of hard to really nail that in, especially when I was out and about in the cold. The projection seemed good for the first 45 minutes, and then it sat close to the skin, so it seemed like the projection could use a little boost. But again, I was out in like 32 degree temperatures Fahrenheit. In other situations, spring, summer, fall, I would think that the projection would be fine because it does have a pretty good punch there, a pretty good push initially. And as far as longevity, seems to be pretty good. I'd say probably around 6 hours, but again, I can't really say that for certain, just kind of shooting from the hip. Season wise, don't remember if I just said that. Spring, summer, early fall, more of a daytime fragrance than a nighttime fragrance, but that sweetness and that woodiness does give it versatility to where you could wear it into the evening if you wanted as well. Is it office safe? Yes, I would say it is. A good casual fragrance as well. I mean, it's like most of the Legend fragrances, you can wear them just about anywhere if you want to. So there we go, Montblanc Legend Red. It's It's not terrible, but for $100, I would go probably 100 different ways, both discounted fragrances or, you know, just saving money and getting one of the big releases coming out, the new Gentleman. I'm pretty happy about that. Hopefully that's good. 1 million Elixir, Acqua di Gio de Parfum, stuff like that. For me personally, I would take this over Gucci Guilty Parfum, that release that just came out. I think this gives you more bang for your buck, but I would go with the Scent Le Parfum over this. So there we go, Legend Red. It's not bad. It's nothing new, but it is pleasing. It's easy to wear. It's versatile. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. If you want a Dolce & Gabbana K type fragrance, it's going to do that for you. The opening, like I said a number of times, does smell really nice. It's just the dry down for me leaves a little bit to be desired. And for $100, I think it's a no-brainer to pass and wait until it comes out at discounters. At discounters, sure, go for it. 30, 35 bucks. Who cares at that point? You know, at that point, it makes sense. All right, guys, giveaway time. If you want to be entered in the giveaway, just like this video, be subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment below. Just let me know what your favorite Montblanc Legend fragrance is. That's all you got to do. Here in about 10 days, I'll pick the winner with random comment picker. If you're subscribed, you should see that because I'll post it up on the community tab of my channel. You should see it when you log on to YouTube. If you're the winner, just hit me up. I'll spray out your decant, get it out to you. Good luck. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for all your support. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.